Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm very, very happy you're here with me today for a fun new project. Well, new to me. I mean, someone else has already made this, but it's new to me. Something I haven't done, and I haven't shown you guys. So, and you may have seen it, you may not. We'll see. So anyway, welcome. And I'm happy you're all here. Thank you for all the thumbs up and wonderful comments and birthday wishes and anniversary wishes and good wishes for our bathroom remodel. We will talk about that in a minute as we're crafting along, because we're going to do a craft and chat, and you could craft along with me actually on this project. I will tell you what you need, and then you can decide if you want to hold the video, go get everything you need and come back and do it with me, or maybe watch it all the way through, then come back and do it. I'm hoping to finish the whole thing if I get going right away. So let me see. I'm going to check my time here. Yeah, I'm a minute in, so I need to get a move on. Okay, so how is everybody? Are you all good? Everybody have a good weekend and a good week ahead. Hopefully you have fun plans for the week and you had a good fun weekend. And you're ready to rock and roll. Maybe do some crafts. Hopefully you got to craft over the weekend. I did not, but I hope you did. So anyway, you know, we are in fall. We are moving on towards the holidays. We're moving on to fall. And, you know, you've seen my fall projects. And I know you saw my little pumpkin that I did that has this. Jolene did put a kit. She's created a kit with pre-printed pumpkins and the words and everything you need to make these cute little goodies. You'll have to get your own little decorations. I don't know, she may have included those. I don't know what she included in the kit, but there is a kit in our shop. So if you're interested in decorated pumpkins that can go on the top of a page like this, or the side of a page, or glued down, or a million little things you could do with them, you know, they are in the shop. So I wanted to confirm that for you. Okay, I don't think I'm looking around. I didn't think there was too many things I made without you. I did do these little pockets. I did this one and it's completed. This was the envelope pocket that I made that has like the little tag in the top. It's made out of two envelopes, two small envelopes. Then we had pockets, and I put goodies in all the pockets. So, you know, we got good stuff in every pocket. It's all decorated, and then it was tied with a bow. I'll move that. Actually, I'll move that behind me because I don't want anything to happen to it. I might need what's in the stack next to me, so you never know. Then I made a second little one. I made one that went into our Ladies of Autumn Rose. Yes, it is spoken for by someone who thinks they want it. If they don't, I'll let you know. But this is another little one. I did a smaller little version, and this one's cute. It's got some cute little tags in it. And this kit again is from A Trace of Sparkle, Jennifer over there. And the idea was also Jennifer. So again, this one's tied with a pretty little, you know, chiffon rose bows. And I had that one, so that's all done. And they can be glued down on a page, or however you want to use them. I think these are going to go into those ephemera folders that I made with you guys out of the paper bags. I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to go. So I don't know if I could do this nicely now. I'm going to have to retire. Never mind, I'll retire later when I'm not under the stress of a video, because we need to get a move on. So today we're going to work on a very simple, easy journal. Could probably take you a couple hours start to finish, but I will get it going for you. I wanted to share, I picked this up at scrapbookingwithme.com. It's a clear stamp set. Again, it's another tailor-made journals. Lorna created this, and I'm thinking I might stamp some, oh, I love these bits and pieces on my journal here. So I pulled it out because I just bought it. I just got it in the mail, and I'm super excited about it. So I think that's going to get used today. We'll see. I don't know if I'll have time for that. I have bits and pieces ready to go for this. I'm going to set that off to the side again. And we're going to talk about what we're going to make. We're going to make a very simple little journal just using, now you can either use scrapbook paper, double-sided scrapbook paper, or single-sided, up to you how you like, if you like white on the back or not, or double-sided or single-sided digital paper. So either one will work for this. I'm using a combination of both because for my cover, I have glued together 2 single-sided scrapbook papers, 12 by 12, to do. I've cut off 1 inch, so it's 11 because this particular paper is long. Now, you certainly can do the same thing by folding it in half. Okay, I'm doing the long version, so it's up to you as to what you want to do. Now, this kit that I use is Chapter 1 papers, and I believe it's the Vintage Florist. This came out in March. It's the Vintage Florist by Chapter 1 papers. That's what I'm using. I have printed on both sides, and the way I had to print and cut these, they're going to be different sizes, which is great because you don't want everything the same size, right? So the goal of this is to take your cover. Now this should be dry. I'm praying it's dry. I glued it and I went and had lunch or brunch or whatever you want to call it. And so I'm going to fold, and then I'm going to fold it over again. I put it in thirds, so it's 4 inches, 4 inches, and 4 inches, which makes it the full 12. Okay, that's kind of over a little, but that's okay because I'm not going to worry about that, and I'll tell you why. What I plan to do is I'm going to create a little, I'm going to make this short. I'm going to cut a piece off here. And yeah, see that? Even though it was dried, it still gave me a ripple. One here too. I plan to, which I didn't have time to do before the video, I plan to stitch all the way around once I get it cut to the size I want. And then, you know, we'll be good to go. Now, I know one thing I'm going to want to do, and this is going to help me fold it better, but I also see I have an issue here. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. I may have to put this on Bertha because it's a bit tight. Hold on just a minute. I have to walk away for a second. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Chat amongst yourselves. Introduce yourselves. Say hello, everyone. Okay, that works better. All right. I just took off like a 1/16 of an inch. And then, yeah, that lets me close it better. Now, I also don't want it so long. I've got the height I want, I'm pretty sure, because these are 10 3/4, so that's a perfect height. The width is good because these are, because they were, my paper doesn't print borderless, no matter what I tell it to do. It's very ornery. So that's perfect. That works very well. Okay, we got it. Gave us a little bit. We can't overfill this because it won't let us. But what I want is I want a little short flap right here. I don't want it this long or this wide. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut off some of this beautiful print. I'm going to go do that right now. I'll be right back. I didn't want to do it beforehand. I wanted you guys to see it, so there. Still left me a little bit there on this side. I've got a beautiful strip I can use. Anything we cut off we can use, right? So you can either glue 2 pieces together, use cardstock or your paper, whatever you want to use. But I'm going to recommend that you print your pages on lightweight cardstock or presentation paper, not regular paper. You'll see why in a minute. This is kind of like quick and easy. I saw Tina do this. So I just wanted to do that just to show you what I'm going to do. You need about, I don't know, 4 to 8 pages. It depends on how much you want. I'm just doing a little 1/4 inch here on the corners. It's making it easier for me. There we go. So if you put that in there, I was lucky that this cardstock, scrapbook paper, went well with this digital paper. So it's great. And I will be stitching all the way around to create my cover, right? So it's going to go like this. So there'll be a main piece here, and then there'll be some lace here. Now I could cut this down a bit more. I'm thinking it's still a little too wide, but we'll see. So let's pick some papers, get them folded, get them going. So what are you guys doing? What are you up to? Anything new and exciting? I want to pick out some papers. Now, these are not as wide because they had a big white border, and when I cut off the border, it made them shorter. See, these are not, whoopsie. These are not as wide as these, which is okay because it gives us a different width. Now, I don't know. I'm wondering if now these folded are going to be too wide. Let's see what happens if I guessed wrong, right? I might have guessed wrong. Let's see. Yes, it's a little wider, but will it fit in here? No. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, I have issues. I did not expect that. So I guess we'll have to bring Bertha over here because I'm going to have to do, well, let me use the little shorter ones first. It didn't dawn on me that the wider ones might not work at all. So let's use this little bit. Is this shorter? No. Where's the short ones? I had some short ones. Oh, those are the short ones, which I don't like as well. Oh, well. Okay, well, let me get them. Oh, I know what I can do without cutting him. Never mind. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Yeah, that's better. Funny how they all cut different, even though I just cut off the white part. That did, you know, so that doesn't print edge to edge like I would like. So these all have different backs, which is nice. So you've got a good, you know. What we can do with these is we can make a little fold there and then fold it in half again and make a little short page like that. Okay, we can do that to make them fit a little better. Now I've got to decide how many I want in here. Well, there's 4 right there. I don't really want all these tulips. I'm not a huge tulip fan. I wanted a few, but maybe not that many. So this one, I'm actually going to fold this back, and then I'm going to refold it. I can just decorate it if I don't like it. There we go. So there we go. We have that. So I'm going to put that in between that and that. And I'm going to fix this little crease. All right. 1, 2, 3. I like that one. I don't mind that. I want a center page. What do I want for my center page? Maybe this one. Yeah, this makes a good center. But I may have to cut it down. We're going to have to see. Yeah, it's sticking out pretty far. That will not work. So, yeah, that just barely folds close. Okay, we're right there. So I am going to go trim that a little bit, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I have to. This one's going to be my middle, and I don't want a pocket there in the middle. I have so many strips from this one. Yikes. Let me make sure we are filming. 13, the way things have been going. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Let's just work on this for a little bit. Okay, let's go like that. So we have our middle. We have this page, which has a cute little fold, which we will make a pocket or a tuck or something. We have this page. We have that page. We have that page. But you know, I'm not liking this page at all. So you know what I'm going to do, which Tina did? I am going to make it a different size. I don't know if this will work on here or not. I'm just going to eyeball it. Because we don't want everything exactly the same height, right? So we're going to wait on that one for a minute. Now, are these too tall as well? Oh man, they're just there. Okay. So be careful when you're cutting your pages, trimming your pages, that you don't assume you're good when you really aren't. All right, we've got that. I don't know about that one. I like this one a lot. Let's do this back page. Let's fold this back to make the pocket in the back. And then let's go this across the front. I really love this blue. It's gorgeous. Let's put this over here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want more than 8. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I gotta figure out what else I want to put in here. So far I like all of that. Those I'm not sure about. Oh, I love this one. It is a beauty. I love all of these. So I'm going to make this pocket in the front. And then I'm going to fold it like that, because I really like that. Let's put that right there. Maybe. No, maybe it's okay. There's 6. There's just a plain one, and I think that's really important. Because I do want some fold. I want a pocket in the back. So let's see what we can do for that. Maybe put this there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep going back and forth between these two. This seems a bit busy. I don't know if I would rather have maybe one of these in the middle or like this one in the middle. Nope, I had to cut the middle down so much I probably am fine with that. I'm going to leave it. So pocket, no pocket, no pocket, pocket, no pocket, no pocket. So we could do one more right here. Where do we want to make our pocket though? Do we want to do it here? Yeah, maybe. Because these little tuck pockets are great. Let me see if that's going to be too fat or if I have to bring it down some. Now I did make this tall style, so I guess I won't use that one. But you know what? I may use it because I do want to. What I wanted to do was like do a couple of these little shorties. Like do a shorty right here. Something like this. Except that's the same one, so I don't want to do the same one in the same place. So maybe if we went like this. And then we cut it. So you have, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll show you what I have in mind. All right. Because we don't need, you know, all of them tall. I would like to have some smaller ones. Okay, like here, I was thinking we could do like something like this little shorty there, and then maybe like this. So you could do this, 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 and then we have this and this. It might be nice to do one maybe here. Like this. There. We've got, so basically we just didn't use this one, which is fine. I mean, I will use it for pockets or something like that. All right, so we have one 2, 3, I won't count those little ones just yet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we've got the 2 little shorties. So that's not so bad. And it feels super good in your hands, right? Then you're going to put it in here, and then you're just going to pull that over there. And oh my gosh, isn't that sweet? It's the right height, because if I made it any shorter, I cut off an inch, it was 12 inches. I cut it to 11. I probably could have left it at 12. I really could have, but that's okay. That's kind of bowing a little bit, but we do have a soft paper cover, and I will stitch it, which is going to make a huge difference, I think. So there you go. We just made a journal right then and there. Look how fast that was. Super duper quick. We put that together in how many minutes? 24 minutes or 20 minutes. Now I notice this is coming unglued because I just put a little bit of light glue because I know it's going to stitch, but I don't want that to come completely undone. So if I got glue out of there, which I don't think I did, let me open this. I haven't used it for a few days. It's been a good week since I did any crafting. We had so much work to do to prep the house for the new bathroom, the new shower conversion. We did not go with a conversion company. We went with a regular construction company, which kind of having some regrets. We did our research, but you can still, I don't know. They were pretty rough on my house. Banging and taking things in and out, dropping things on our brand new floors. They did cover them to a certain extent, but not all the way. They threw things on our new can't replace countertops without covering the countertop in our bathroom. We'd already done the countertops, the floors, the faucets, all that stuff. So that was all new, and none of that was being replaced. I guess the guys working on it didn't realize there was no more work being done. We'd already done it all. So of course, my husband had to let him know, hey, you need to cover that and get all your tools off there. They were using it as a workbench, my beautiful countertops. I was going to kill them. I was not happy. So that kind of started the day off not great. And then there was a big problem with the plumbing. So they told us, well, it's not in our scope of work, so we won't do the work. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, you're a full service company. Okay, well, you'll have to pay extra. Of course we had to pay extra. They always do that to you, I swear. It's just the thing. So we had to pay extra for that to get the plumbing. I said, well, you're rerouting the drain anyway. Well, it's a pipe that should be in the wall. It's not in the wall. We got to cut it, put it in the wall, reroute it. Well, you're rerouting it anyway, but oh, heaven forbid. Then they said, oh, we're probably going to have to go back and get parts, and we won't be able to do it today. And I said, oh, yes, you will. You have my bathroom all torn apart. You will do it today. And so I said, fine, we'll go buy the parts. There's a local place here and there. Oh, no. We have it on the truck. Suddenly it was on the truck. Then the guy that's doing the work offered to do it for us for cash and not tell the company. No way in heck. Which is a good thing, because when it all got said and done, it looks beautiful. But when all was said and done, the cartridge in the shower that allows it to turn off is faulty and leaking everywhere. They left at about 8:30 at night. They did it all in one day like they said they were going to do, but the guy was in such a hurry, he did a horrible job. He used 4 different colors of caulking in the shower, which is the sealant to seal everything. Left a huge mess. Used 4 different colors. It looks horrible. Looks great from a distance, but up close it is not. And we have a leaky shower that has leaked from Friday to Monday, so we're going to have a huge water bill. They broke a valve outside, which cracked a main line, so now we've got a water leak out front. We're going to have a massive water bill and a fine from the water company, so we have to call them and say, hey, hold on, we had work done, you know. This is why our thing is going 100 miles an hour, because there'll be a guy on our doorstep tomorrow. Or Monday when you see this going, why is your water going crazy? And I'll be like, well, because they broke this when they did the work, and we're trying to get a different plumber out because they don't do that kind of work. I don't know. Anyway, what I was so excited about, right now I'm a little less excited. So trying to stay positive, trying to go with the flow. The guy was trying to tell me, oh, well, it's, you know, okay to have all these colors in the show. And I said, not with what I do for a living. Are you kidding me? gross colors that I would never use in a shower. It should be white because the showers are white and cream and gray, and they use this awful yellow ivory color. Oh, that's horrible. So anyway, not one of our better. It was really rough on Greg and I. I had not slept at all the night before, so I was sick to my stomach all day. I couldn't function. I was supposed to work that day, get orders out, you know, get stuff ready to go in the shop. I just couldn't. I was so sick. So, like, I had a quarter of a brain cell all day, so my husband was managing things and sort of messed up some things because he wasn't paying attention. And, you know, he's relying on me, and I was relying on him, and I have to tell you, remodeling's tough on a marriage. We did pretty good with the floors. Took us 5 months to do those, but we also had problems with water that had nothing to do. As soon as we started the floors, things started breaking in the house. Had nothing to do with the floors, though. I mean, just nothing. It just was a weird thing. We had plumbing issues. Every time we touch this house, we get plumbing issues, even though we're not touching that particular thing. It's just some weird thing that happens. I don't know. What I'm doing is I'm trimming corners because I want them rounded. And I am inking them as I go. I'll go back and ink in a minute. I think as I go is going to drive me crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut all these things. And then, because I don't like the straight edges. Okay. And then I'll go back and ink the white. That did not cut right. Excuse me a minute. I don't know. How did I miss that? Or did I do the wrong side? Ay. What happened here? Just a second. Be right back. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, well, I did, though. Now, you could stitch this in with your sewing machine because it's not that much paper, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stitch the cover, but I'm not going to stitch them into the cover on a sewing machine. I mean, I'm sure my heavy-duty machine would do it easily, but I would rather hand tie it. I prefer that look. So I've gotten so used to that. I used to always use my sewing machine for everything, and now it's like, I'd rather just... It's pretty, I mean, to honest be, this paper is a 44-pound paper, so, you know, that's, I mean, my machine would probably go through it okay. I just really don't want to put it to the test. Yeah, I am now burnishing this down pretty good. It's okay if it's a little crooked because you're not going to see it. This is just a basic, very simple, add a few pockets, a few things, and you got yourself a fabulous, cute little journal. And then I'm going to go back and glue all those pockets in just a minute. So yeah, it's in. We couldn't use it for 24 hours. Oh, and that was the other thing with the broken valve. We have no water pressure in there. Plus we have it's leaking 24/7. So you hear drip, 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 drip at about 100 miles an hour. At first it was just drip, drip. But as this cartridge is no good that's in there that makes the water turn off in the shower itself, it is starting to run. And so we've got running water all day and night, and we can't get anybody out to take care of it because it's a weekend. So, yeah, we're having lots of fun. Greg and I are tired. We're getting on each other's nerves right now. The one thing I found with the construction managers, you got to be very detailed with the guy. Exactly what you want. Take pictures, spell it out. Otherwise, you're not going to get what you want, and my hubby isn't good at that. That's my job, so I spent this morning photographing all the problems in the shower with details. This is yellow, this is gray, this is white, this is what it should be. This is clear and shiny. Don't like that. Looks like it's wet all the time. It's terrible. So, yeah, it was just not... this one's a bit long for me. This blue one's bugging me. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that like that, and I'm going to trim this. Excuse me. I don't like this. I don't like the edges. There we go. Better. Better, better. Okay. So you do have writing space in this journal. you know, all these pages here. I mean, you could write on it, but I just really don't think, I mean, I don't enjoy that myself. I don't like writing over writing. I don't like writing over flowers or anything. Maybe in here, you know, but it's just not I don't care for that. So when they say, oh, you just write over the book page or just write over, I hate that. I do not like that. I don't do that. I don't think, and because you can't read it. If you ever want to go back and read it, if you just want to write and you really don't care if you ever read it again or what it says, I guess it would be okay. Now one thing I'm noticing I don't care for is these pages are sharp. So I'm rounding those, the pocket pages. I'm rounding those. So this is a lot of rounding. You may not want to do this. You don't have to. You can leave everything as it was. It's just not me. It's not my thing. So I'm going to do my thing. And you could do your thing, whatever you like. You do you, I'll do me. And we'll be a happy family. You do you, I'll do me. We'll be a happy family. You know what that's from, right? So, I think that's from when we were kids. Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Oops, I got the wrong edges. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I really folded this just terrible. Let me fix this. There. Okay. And no, I can't carry a tune anymore. You're right. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Okay. What am I doing? Do we know? Did I get myself all out of order? I did. Okay. What's going on there? There we go. Did I get them all? Do we have any straight edges that I don't want? Yeah, I see a few. Oh, gosh. Why do I have to be so picky? I am picky, though. I totally am picky. I'm like the pickiest person. Well, not as picky as I used to be. Oh, my goodness. Everything had to be absolutely, absolutely, absolutely perfect all the time until I wore myself out. About have a nervous breakdown trying to be so perfect. So, try not to do that anymore if I can help it. Did I get them all? No, I still missed a few. How did I? Oh. I wonder if I just would be better tying it in, which I wasn't planning on doing it in front of you, but I might have to. Just because, and I do it in kind of a weird way, so. Oh, I don't know if I do it in a weird way. Everybody does it a bit different, just a bit. I believe I do it the way Gail Augustinelli does it because that's who I learned to tie my journals in, my signatures in. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now did I get them all? Yes, now it looks better. I like that so much better than the straight edges. I think it's prettier. Okay, so there we go. Alrighty, now I know it all needs to be inked. I'm going to wait till I tie it in, I think. I wanted to see what I ended up with here. Okay, so I think this is what I want it to look like. We're going to have that, we're going to have that, that, and that. We're going to have that, that. We've got lots of little pockets, so we don't have to do too many additions, right? So, yeah. Very pretty little journal. Tiny little journal. So this ends up being, oh, for your information, the total height of this is, it would be good if I turned it to the right way. The total height is, I'll tell you in a minute. 10 3/4 by 3 3/4. So then you put it inside your cover, and the cover is 11 inches. If I remember correctly. Let me see if I'm right, unless I messed that up, which I don't think I did. Yeah, This is right at 11, a little smidgy under 11. And then it is, the width is 4 inches. So 4 inches by 11, 4 by 11, and then inside. And isn't that the coolest? Oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, I think I want to, what do we do now? How much time do I have? Not a lot, but I got enough, I think. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess here. Sorry. Okie dokie. How am I doing here? It's the only thing I dislike about my board is it moves around a lot. So, never know what I'm going to get here. Now, I do want to ink some of the pages because I do have some white edges that I'm not liking. But I'm wondering if I am better waiting till it's all tied in. Yeah, I think it's going to be better. All right, I don't think I'm going to do it that way. That's just going to be too hard. Tina said the same thing when she did hers, so. Now, let me make sure everything's where I kind of want it. Then I'll go back and do my pockets. Yeah, I like that over that. Or do I like that over that? Maybe I'll put that one over that one. There. Yeah, I'm going to do that over that. We've got that. We have that. I like the double on the page. I mean, I could make them singly on a page, but I really like the two. Just making sure everything's kind of where I want it to be. Okay. I think we're right where we want to be. I'm going to go like this for a minute. Oh, I cannot stitch it into there because if I do that, I cannot stitch this on my sewing machine. So, well, guys, I do not want to hold this project up. What do you say we pull out my sewing machine? Okay, that'll be different. Oh, 1 minute. Coming back. Here I come, here I come, here I come. Okay. Well, you're getting a very different video from me today. Oh, there we go. Oh, where's my foot pedal? I do need that. Okay. Well, this is not a tutorial. So if you came for a tutorial, you're wasting your time. I think I gave you enough information. You can watch it over and over to get the gist. But, you know, that isn't how I craft. And so I can do tutorials. You've seen me do them. I just don't enjoy them, and they require more work than I have health or energy for. So I don't do them on the norm. Just a minute. I'm plugging this machine in. Which is what you heard me is pulling out the... Okay, got it. Here we are. Yay! What do you see? Oh, you see a machine. Okay. Let me see what I can do. Oh, I lost my breath there. Sorry. 1 second. Okay, let's get this. Maybe we can you see it that way? Let me see. Oh, you really can't. I mean, if I pull it back there, not really. All right, well, I'll pull it back a little bit. You can't really see it because you would have to go like that. And that's not going to work. But I'm going to stitch this here because... Now, one of the little tricks, even as long as I've sewn, is that I always start in the back bottom corner somewhere where the stitching is not super obvious. You want to stitch on the top because it is going to pull up little messy things, holes. So I'm going to start back here. What do I have this set on? I am going to zigzag it because I love the zigzag look. Let me test it first. I'm going to hang on to the threads to keep from getting a big old pile of mess in my paper. So if you hang on to your threads, you're good. I'm going to hand do one just to see where we're at. Nope. So, okay, I got where I want to go. Now, when you come to your corners, I get to take my slipper off because I can't feel. I always, as I say, drive barefoot. There's a joke for that. I'll tell it in a minute. If you don't like the sound, turn your sound down till you see I'm visually done stitching. And then I'm gonna have to pull this forward. And then you can turn it back on. Slow down when you come to your corners. Lightly turn. Hand pull it through if you need to. I haven't sewn in a really long time, as far as I remember how. Considering I was a professional seamstress my whole life. I still am, I guess. I want to start making covers for you guys. Like, I just don't know. Okay, if I make covers, do you want papers inside? Like just some basic papers or some kind of paper and then you finish it off? Or what do you guys think? Just covers or covers with papers? Not a full journal, because then I have to charge too much. And the only reason, I normally don't stitch, the only reason I am stitching here is because these are two pieces of paper that have no print on the back. Single-sided. Now this is one of my older sewing machines. I have a brand new version of this that I thought was perfect to use on paper because I didn't want to ruin my good sewing machine that I use for my delicate fabrics and things. This is a Janome Gem Gold. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I think they do. Nice and lightweight, easy to use, can travel. So there you have it. It's all stitched. Ta-da, we're done. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Just a minute. There we are. Okay. Just a minute. All right. Now, I could have stitched that in with my sewing machine, but I do not want to. It goes squirrely when you do that, and I'm not in the mood for squirrely. So, 1 second. I'm walking around with one slipper on, one slipper off. One slipper girl. Okay. Oh, Lordy, I gotta get some soda. I did not sleep again last night, so I'm so tired today. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm standing. Okay. I do have one of these great things from Amy, but I don't think I want to use it today. I may use it, I may not. I don't know. Amy at Crafty Cat, she makes those great book. I can't even think of the name. That's how tired I am. Ooh, I don't want that. These are all dark. I think I got some brand new, did I put it in my bag? My bookmaking supplies. Is my brand new roll in here? Yes, there's a nice light color. That's what I want. I ordered that. I love the wax thread. I don't like to use anything else. I get the wax thread on Amazon in different colors. I wanted a really light one for that because I don't really want that to show. Then I'm going to need clips, which I know I am. We're going to need that. I'm going to need some, I've got clips of all kinds, so it just kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for that day or how long my pages are. That's another thing. A lot of times I'll use the little binder clips if the pages are all about the same size, and if they're not, then I use these long 2-inch. I think these are 2 or 3 inches. Are these 3 inches? I think these are 3-inch. Paper giant paper clips. These are 4-inch paper clips. These are fabulous. So, alrighty. We've got these. I'm going to double check my order. 2, 3. I'm just kind of looking. Yeah. I think I like that. Oops, let's make sure there's nothing upside down too. We all do that. I've picked it up and put it down so many times that I could have something upside down, which I'm thinking I might. No, that's right side up. That's the one I was worried about. Okay, it looks like they're all there. So I'm going to find my center. I am going to find my center here. I'm going to push it in there with my thumbs, right? And I'm going to put this nice long paper clip on there. And I'm going to do the same thing over here and over here. All the while pushing it into that to make sure it's on right side up. Our cover's not upside down. I don't want to have to do this twice. That would kind of break my heart. Now I can move this again, so I've got them where I want them. It's a bookmaking cradle, and what it does is allows you, in Amy's cradle, I'll show you. Normally you would go like this, you put it in here, but I'm going to have trouble seeing today because of the way the flap is, so I'm going to use this. Now, if you are very organized and you like things measured, I've got that up too far. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. It's too close to the top of the page. Which is why we do this. We get it in there and we see what's happening. Now, this is 11. 5 and 5 is 10 half. So 5 and a half and 5 and a half is 11. So I'm going to add 5 and a half. I'm going to take and put my little awl, and I'm going to poke it down through there into the book so I don't damage the table, right? Normally with Amy's, you would poke it down into this. And so when I'm doing a journal that doesn't have this crazy flap and stuff, I use my book cradle. Otherwise, I will just use an old book. And then if you really wanted to be, you know, kind of a little more on the perfect side, maybe you would say, oh, about an inch or an inch and a half, depends what you feel like. I'm thinking an inch maybe. I'm going to poke right there, make sure it's coming out. Yep, right there. And then I'm going to do, what did I end up doing? An inch, yeah. I'm going to do around an inch over here. And I'm going to poke a hole. And I'm going to check to make sure it comes through the spine and not the side of the book cover. There we go. That's more what I want. Okay. So, that's simple. Okay. I'm not a pro at this. I just do it all the time. I don't teach it because there's so many gals that do this right. 1, 2, 3, and I always add a little extra because I like to tie charms on, so I'd rather cut some off than not have enough. I have a number of needles, and it depends on how thick I'm working with, depends on a book, how many pages. If I'm doing a thick one, I'll use a bigger needle. You've got to pull this. I am going to move this because I don't think I need that right now. All right. And then I am going to take, and I'm going to start in the middle. Now, I do this, I think this is how Gail does hers, if I remember correctly. I think she's the one I learned this from, Gail Augustinelli. She has a million videos on this. She is the queen of journals. She probably makes 6 or 8 at a time. I'm going to come out through the bottom. This is how I saw her do it. Then I'm holding this tight right here. And I'm going to go back through here, being very, very careful not to split my threads. Then I'm going to go through the top, through that hole, which I did kind of rip, but I'm going to cover it with lace. Okay. And then I'm going to pull under here so they cross over each other, and I'm going to pull to make sure it's tight back here. If it is not tight, I will pull it tight. Then I will knot it. Oops. And then I'm going to knot it again. Okay. Then I'm going to pull my clips so I can check to see I did it right. Make sure I caught everything before I cut anything. I have put one in upside down before. We got a good taut there. We've got a good there. I will pull this down and look at how far I think I want to go for charms. And then while I'm working on it, I just tie it in a little bow until I'm ready to put my charms on. And then I can cut it down when I'm ready. So there you have it. That quick and simple. Hopefully I didn't make it look too hard. I'm sure you guys have all done this before or have seen others who are so much better at it than I am. I don't think I need that clip. I'm going to put this back in its bag so it stays nice and clean. So I don't like my stuff. Whoops, there's another one. All right, and I keep all of my bookmaking supplies. Now I did get this bookmaking kit on Amazon. I love it. It has everything you could possibly need or want to make books. Book spines, book covers, book whatever you want to call it. And like I said, that book craft cradle comes from Crafty Cat USA, Amy, over there. She and her husband make them if she doesn't have one. If you want a specific color, she custom made my color. I just asked her for what I wanted, and she made it for me. Her husband, I should say, made it for me. So now I'm going to kind of push it down again. I'm wondering, I think I'm going to have to create a little bit of a... I need another fold in there. I feel like we're in trouble here. How did that get out of there? Oh no. All right, well. Shoot. I must have missed one. I'm rushing through this. I missed a page somewhere. All right, well, we're not going to use that one. We'll use it in some other way. All right, no worries. Oh, we have enough pages, believe me. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to have to score this to give myself some room. I'm going to go over here. There we are. I feel like we had to do that to give it some room. I just feel like it's too thick. Hopefully I went in the right direction. I did. There. So it gave us a little bit of a, I don't know what you call it, a spine? Like a mini spine? Yeah, that's what you would call it, a mini spine. This is very thick with the two sewn together, so I am struggling a little bit with it. And I'm not particularly strong today, so I will do a little bit of inking because the paper's cracking a bit. Put some lace over it though. There we are. There, you have it. There it is, all done. Okay, so now it's just a matter of decorating. If you want to decorate it, you could just leave it as it is, and it is just beautiful the way it is. It's decorated, it looks good. Now I see that there are places that even though I have stitched, oh, because we're bending it, we've loosened the glue. So we can, of course, add a little to our corners. Now, if we don't like that, we could get some of the Tim Holtz corners and put them on here and here to keep that from happening where they're getting bent up. So that might be something I go back and do. So I think for now, though, one thing I will do, if we have time, let me see if we have time. But we finished that journal in 54 minutes. That includes sewing and tying it in. I think that's pretty good. We've got a completed journal. And you can just use it just like this. You don't need to add anything else. You don't have to decorate if you don't want to. Like, there's just nothing else you have to do unless you really want to do it, right? So, totally up to you. I'm getting some clips to put on here because it's thick. Oh yeah, this is going to be a little, I'm just going to do the bottom and leave the top open as a tuck. So like this is going to stay open, right? So that you could just tuck something bigger in there. I don't know why I'm fighting with this. There we go. And, oh, I bought a book weight from Scrapbooking with Me. They had these pretty book weights. They make them in their shop. Her son-in-law cuts them. One of her son-in-law. She has 2 daughters, so. Yes, sir. It's not as heavy as the other book weight, but it does work. When you don't have enough hands, let me tell you, it's great. Here we go. Ow! I clipped my thumb. Okay, so, gosh, we put in a lot of pockets, didn't we? But that's not a bad thing, because this way you can slide stuff in, tags, and I'm going to decorate this up, though. Probably off camera, and then show it to you the next time I see you. I think this one's good already. Yeah, they dry. I mean, this stuff dries so fast, you know that. So, yeah, I have this little one here. It's like, do I want to make a full pocket? I think I do. They're kind of a tuck pocket. They're not deep or anything, although I could have made them deeper. I really could. I can't believe I left out that page. Doggone it. And I specifically printed that page for this. Can you believe it? I was hoping I would have time to decorate the cover at least with you guys, but maybe I could just turn off the camera, turn it back on, and we'll finish decorating maybe. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing more. You're getting to see this part, that's for sure. I'm very fumble-fingered here today. Probably because I'm rushing to get this done. I have more of these clips. They're just on all of my projects is the problem. So I need to get some more out of the jar. If I have any more, I need to order more. We have them in our shop, too. I might have to raid the shop. Oh, I need clips. Okay. We got a lot of pockets, but that's okay because I really feel like it's sort of fun. You don't have to make any. They're there because you folded back your papers instead of cutting them off. You could cut off all those papers and not have any pockets. That's like totally 100% up to you if you wanted to do that. Let me see. I think that's... If these come unglued, it's okay. I can always re-glue it. So there you have it, guys. Our quick and easy journal. Super quick, super easy, super pretty, super, super, super. I think I said that enough. Yeah. So there you have it. Now, I know that I'm going to put lace here. I'm going to put an image here. I'm going to have some flowers. I am going to add some goodies to the inside. So I don't know what to do, whether I'll wait and do it with you guys or I'll just keep on working on it by myself, maybe. I'm still going to be working on my autumn rose, but I don't know that I'll be doing any of that on camera. It doesn't look like it. So I'm just going to work on that on my own because I definitely want to get some lace here and I definitely want some lace here. So I've got to do some research. So, well, thank you guys for coming along and watching today. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you will come back and see me again, and you will give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Your way of tipping me and saying thank you for a good job is to give me thumbs up and a little emoji or a quick comment, whatever you can do. So I love you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a wonderful week and a marvelous Monday. Bye-bye.